call this meeting to order at 6:01. Can I have roll call, please?
Present.
Rolando Cáceres,
Present.
Cindy Cantú,
Here.
Michael Barron, Gregory Martinez, John D. Beckelheimer, Regina Portillo, Daniela Sadapaz,
Here.
and Adolfo G. Martinez.
Here.
For the record, you do have a quorum.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to excuse the commissioners not present?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Let us stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
In the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Or you do the Texas?
Texas pledge.
No.
Así. Does someone have it? Yeah.
It's right there, they have it there.
I have them in front of you.
The flag as well.
Texas
To the Texas
flag.
flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, and indivisible.
Across the Yeah. And the Laredo flag?
Is he here? Can I have a motion to approve the minutes? Of the,
Motion to approve meetings of February 18, 2026, and regular meeting of March 5, 2026.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Are there any citizen comments?
At this time.
There's a card there.
I have a card here, but I don't know if there's a lot of people.
We don't have any others
You
registered
don't?
here. No.
No, but we have a long, I don't know if we could hear it until the item comes up, because it's all the way to 7F.
Either, it's up to them if they'd like to speak now at the citizen comment, or if they'd like to wait till the item is called up.
Do you want to come up and speak right now, or until the item comes
No,
up?
this is for 7F.
Whose card is it?
It says Raul Santos.
You guys
Wanna
speak now
come
or
right-
for later?
Or do you want to come up here right now, or until the item comes up? Okay, come forward.
Hello, hi.
Hello.
Good afternoon. My name is Raul Santos, and I reside at 1718 Reynolds Street. And there is a zoning change proposed for a property that's about half a block away from my house. And I'm here along with one of my neighbors, and here also 4 other neighbors around there that we are opposed to changing the zoning on that particular property from R1 to R3.
Okay. Do we read, or how do we do this? Do we bring that item up?
We're not gonna bring it up, they should wait
Oh.
till theirs comes up so we can keep it in our mind.
That-
We're gonna go by.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
No.
Sí
Sí.
podemos hablar en español, nada más que primero se tiene que hacer en inglés, y si tiene alguna duda usted puede preguntar, dependiendo del el número en específico del que va a hablar. Pero no se leen las cosas en inglés y en español, no.
¿Pero del número de la casa o de qué número?
No, tiene un número, en la tarjeta debe venir un número de caso.
Can you help her, Stephanie?
Pero ahorita le...
Explican.
Gracias. Okay.
Motion to open up 7A.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
7A, amending the sorting ordinance map of the city of Laredo by rezoning lot 12A, block 2, Tesoro Plaza subdivision located at 5217 Tesoro Plaza Drive from B3 to M1.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, as the applicant, we have Hector Miguel Bernal Zamaro as the owner, and Veronica Rios as the applicant and representative. The property location is Lot 12A, Block 2, Tesoro Plaza subdivision, located at 5217 Tesoro Plaza Drive. The zone change request is from a B3 to an M1. The proposed use is for truck, heavy equipment / recreational vehicle repair, and the letter sent were 13, and we received none for and none against. The overview, the aerial map, street view, zone change signage, zoning overview map, future land use map, staff recommendations, staff does not support, continuation, and the proposed motion. Thank you.
I want to make, in addition, that Mr. Mike Barron stepped in at 6:05. Okay, this is a public hearing. Is anybody here to speak?
Do you speak though in Spanish, or do you want me to talk? Can you speak in Spanish?
Yes, you
Yes?
can.
Okay, thank you.
Buenas tardes a todos, mi nombre es Héctor Miguel Bernal Zamora, soy de Saltillo, Coahuila, y bueno, mi negocio es una empresa de transportes de carga de camiones pequeños, medianos, que es camioneta de 3,5 y rabones, se llama Transportes Bernal. Tengo poco más de 25 años con mi empresa, tengo 25 años cruzando importación-exportación, tengo rentando más de 20 años aquí una propiedad, se me dio la oportunidad de comprar un terreno aquí en Laredo y pues también agradezco que me dé la oportunidad de poder pues ver la posibilidad de hacer el cambio de uso de suelo del terreno que se me pude conseguir, financiado, lo compro y cuando lo veo, pues veo que donde está ubicado, pues hay empresas que del mismo rubro parecido, entonces no le vi ningún problema para poder solicitar el cambio de suelo de B3 a M1 y pues bueno, yo entiendo que pues hay políticas en todas las ciudades y más en Estados Unidos y los respeto para hacer los cambios y pues bueno, cooperando por mi parte en cualquier cosa que se pueda hacer para mejorar en cuestión a tener una buena instalación en el terreno, dándole un buen uso, sobre todo pues tratar de dar empleo a gente de aquí de la comunidad de Laredo, Texas y acoplándome a los reglamentos que en su manera me puedan ustedes pues poner la ciudad, acatarme a todo lo que me pidan y pues hacer las cosas correctamente. Entonces ojalá y se me pueda dar la oportunidad de hacer el cambio para poder utilizar mi patio de camiones. Es únicamente para unidades de mi negocio que yo tengo aquí en Laredo. Es poco el tráfico que usamos por ahí, son 6-7 unidades que se usan diariamente en horarios normales. No andamos en la noche, o sea, es para cruces de cargas de importación y exportación nada más. Entonces es únicamente para mis camiones y son unidades pequeñas, no son trailers, son camiones pequeños. Entonces, pues agradezco su atención y ojalá que me puedan dar la oportunidad de hacer el cambio.
Gracias.
¿Alguna pregunta?
Hasta ahorita no. This is a public hearing. Anybody here to speak against this item? No? Does the commission have any questions for staff?
I do.
Go ahead.
Madam Chair, is the property to this immediate, I guess, south of it? I see on the photo all the trailers there. What's,
This is a nationalización of vehicles business. This came in for a special use permit that is required with a base zone of B3. So this and I guess what's identified below it as 500, I don't see the street, but which one is this one? Colton. 500 Colton, those two businesses are linked together and they are all unified under a special use permit for nacionalización, right? So that's why you see a number of vehicles there. Just to add on, if you see to the west, there's a sort of I wish we had a pointer, but we're ordering one. There's a rather large sort of L-shaped lot identified as 1318. This is unplatted, also trailer parking. They too had come in for a proposed M1 zoning. Staff was not in support. It was not approved. So they have trailer parking under a conditional use permit. So as you see, there is no M1 in the vicinity of this location. There is a reception hall just north of it, offices across the street, apartment complex also across the street. So for those reasons, not the least of which is that the comprehensive plan, the proposed zone is out of alignment with the comprehensive plan's neighborhood mixed use designation, which allows up to a B3 zone. The other thing that we wanted to mention is that all the proposed uses that the gentleman has identified currently would be accommodated under B4. So the mechanic would require the B4, the trailer parking, the base zone would be a B3. He has indicated that sometime in the future, he intends to possibly initiate a, what was it, a distribution or transfer terminal, something like that, which actually would require the M1. We did advise him of the conditional use permit, however, he wanted to pursue the zone change.
A conditional use permit as a distribution center?
Yes, because that would require an M1
Yeah.
M1 designation.
Right.
Would he need the B4 for that?
For the transfer
For the
terminal?
CUP?
For the CUP?
No,
No, it's,
He could do it on a B3 and get,
yeah, he could go right now,
for the distribution?
yes. Apply for it, not
Apply for it.
necessarily,
Yeah,
all of that is council.
right.
base B3 conditional use permit.
Yes,
¿Sí entendieron? You understood that part?
Sí, yo le traduzco, muchas gracias.
Okay.
And that's the only way, like, he could be able to, in the future, provide the distribution center. But for
Yeah,
right now, he would do well at the B3, or he would
Well,
have to take,
for the truck parking, the base zone requirement would be the B3. The heavy mechanic to repair heavy commercial vehicles, that would need the B4 designation. And then, of course, the transfer terminal would need the M1. But all of those could be accommodated through the CUP application.
Okay, when he says, I'm sorry, so when he says
Can you
about the
state your
mechanic.
name, please?
Oh, I'm sorry, Veronica Rios. So when he says about the mechanic, he says it's serving his own vehicles and repairs. He's not saying we're gonna bring in heavy duty trailers to, his trucks are small trucks, UPS trucks, that he wants to have a mechanic in home, so he's not having to hire people to look at his trucks. So he's not wanting to do a business of mechanic or bringing in big trailers to do mechanic in there. So I don't know if I did it wrong or I wrote something wrong on the application or something that was misunderstood, but this is not something that he wants to do.
Then the primary use would be what he's,
The parking and then having a mechanic in-house mechanic, because he has that in Mexico. So instead of bringing in an outside mechanic to do his repairs in case something happens to his own vehicles, his own trucks. Like he said, it's 5-6 vehicles per day that will be driving through
yeah,
that
if the
street.
mechanic work were incidental to his own business, then that would not be considered one of the primary
before.
uses.
Oh,
which
okay,
then
okay.
It would be the.
the B3 would be fine.
The B3 will cover us then.
That is
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it would, it would limit you. There would not, you would not
Yes,
be
no,
able.
no, I mean, we're saying the truth. I mean, that's what it is, yes. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Which you could do already, right?
Yeah.
Because you're currently a B3.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it already.
Okay.
The main issue is if you see from here to the future that he wants to make the distribution, there he would need a special use permit
Okay,
because those are M1 requirements.
Just to be
Okay.
clear, CUP.
Yes.
Conditional.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm sorry, CUP,
CUB,
CUP,
condition,
conditional use permit.
condition. Perfect. Thank you.
I don't know
Thank
if
you.
you do,
I mean, I'll talk to Miss Stephanie.
okay.
Yes, thank you.
Would, I guess just to be clear, do you want to table?
Yes, I would love to, so he can start using the land because he's being, without being able to use it for a whole year, paying rent somewhere else and paying his mortgage.
But with regards to this application, would you like this to be tabled, or do you want to withdraw the application?
Yes, let's change it to the B3, so we can
Leave it.
start
It's
using.
already a
already
B3.
B3.
Oh, it's already a
It's
B3, so
currently a
under the
B3.
B3, we could start doing that
That
and we
is
could
correct.
start bringing in, oh, perfect.
But I just want to clarify one thing. Because I don't want you to leave here confused.
Okay,
Right now, it is B3.
okay,
In what he wants, to put his transportation company there with an in-house mechanic, he can start using it there
that.
as it is right now.
okay,
Okay, just when he would like in the future to do a distribution center,
Uh-huh.
there he would need to come back and
petition,
solicit a
okay, so when you
petition,
say distribution center, is bringing other trucks from other companies and loading there, or what
no,
is it?
what I understand, because I'm in the industry,
Uh-huh.
I understand what he does. His trailers come in,
Uh-huh,
or his trucks come in, and he could unload and maybe make it as a storage. and
Warehouse, yeah.
A warehousing, and that, you need an M1,
ah,
okay?
okay, so we
For
cannot do
warehousing.
that.
He cannot do warehousing.
Okay, could I then talk to him and
Yes.
explain to him,
Yes.
and then we can let
We
you
can
guys know?
postpone, I'm sorry, we can
Yes.
postpone this till the end of the meeting and
Okay,
then
yes,
us
let
know
me,
what
let
you
me
want.
translate for him, so just so we are clear, thank you
Yes.
for explaining that.
Motion to table to the end of the meeting.
Second.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
7B.
I want to advise that Mr. Mercurio Martinez stepped in at 6:15. Did you open? 7B? And second? Okay. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. 7B, amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo by authorizing the issuance of a special use permit for a restaurant serving alcohol on Lot B, on Lot 6, Block 1, San Isidro McPherson subdivision phase, what is it, 4? 4 Cantera Court located at 9810 McPherson Road. I'm waiting for IT.
Yes, hello. My name is Michelle La Cruz, and one of the managers for Pizza Hut at 5310 McPherson, 9810 McPherson. And we're here to get a permit to sell alcohol.
Okay, but we need to first, get the PowerPoint presentation.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, okay.
It's okay if you can give me like 2 minutes. Es que no veo.
We're having a bit of technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
They did advise us before the meeting that they had something that happened with the computers last
Oh,
night.
there we go.
Here we go.
We're back on track.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, we have Pizza Hut of South Valley LP as the owner, and we have Aveva Pizza LLC applicant, and Shokatali Dehani representative. Property location is Lot 6, Block 1, San Isidro McPherson Subdivision, Phase 4, Cantera Court, located at 9810 McPherson Road. Zone change request is a special use permit, and the proposed use is for a restaurant serving alcohol. Letters sent were 15. We have none for in the inside 200 feet, and we have none against inside 200. But we do have one against in the outside of the 200 feet.
Okay.
This is the location view, aerial view, street view, zone change signage,
Ya se puede.
distance map, zoning map, future land use map, and the recommendation is staff supports. Continuation of the recommendation. Continuation of the recommendation. And the proposed motion.
¿Puedo hablar? Disculpe. Es que todas esas zonas son las que quieren utilizar para los trailers,
No,
porque allí Carlton y McPherson es tremenda el tráfico y las escuelas y todo, para que metan más camiones ahí.
No, no es de camiones,
si va a querer hablar, primero hay que acabar lo que dice.
Sí, pero es que como no entiendo, por eso estoy nomás oyendo que las ubicaciones...
Igual y lo que puede preguntar, ¿ok? Es la hojita que usted trae, pase con una de ellas para que le diga cuál es el número que a usted le...
Estoy escuchando de las ubicaciones y pasaron Pizza Hut, pues están cerca de mi casa.
No, pero esto no tiene nada que ver con los trailers. Ese es Pizza Hut. Okay. This is a public hearing. Anybody here to speak for or against this item? Please come forward. Ahora sí.
Yes, hello, my name is Michelle La Cruz, and I'm one of the managers in this location. And we're here to ask if we can get the permit to be selling alcohol in that location.
Like beer and wine.
Yeah, just beer. I mean, it'll be just from the LNF and the distributions that we actually have in the other locations.
Okay.
Yeah, no wine or nothing out of it. It's just the alcohol beers.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody here to speak against this item? No? What are the wishes of the commission?
Motion to approve, subject to staff comments.
Second. Go ahead.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo. Motion to open.
7C.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo by rezoning approximately the south 87.3 feet of lot 6 and east 20.56 feet of south 87.30 feet of lot 7 and west 35 feet of the south 47.82 feet of lot 7, block 34, eastern division as further described by meets and bounds in attached exhibit A, located at 1102 Cedar Avenue from RO to B3.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, we have the applicant as Professional Clean Service, Inc. as the owner, Francisco Garcia and Marta I. Cruz Garcia as the applicant and representative. Property location is the south 87.3 feet of lot 6 and east 20.56 feet of south 87.30 feet of lot 7 and the west 35 feet of the south 47.82 feet of lot 7, block 34, eastern division, located at 1102 Cedar Avenue. Zone change request is from an RO to B3, and the proposed use is for a car lot. Letter sent for 27, we have none for, none against. Background on this location, on May 3rd, 2016, City Council made a motion to approve a CUP for an adult daycare. Location view. Aerial view. Street view. Zone change signage. Zoning map. Future land use map. And the recommendation is staff supports. And the proposed motion.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Is anybody here to speak for or against this item? Please come forward.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alicia Hernandez. I am speaking on behalf of my father, current owner of the business, Francisco Garcia, and my mother, Marta Garcia. We stand before you kindly requesting for you to allow the property to be converted into a B3 zone. The purpose and reason for this request is to continue the further expansion of a current business he has. I'm proud to say I've witnessed his heart and soul poured into to support our family. He started out, like they say, with nothing but a dream, a hope, and ambition, and he now has over 30 years of experience with his small businesses. He is a noble and reliable man, and that's why I am here today standing before you requesting for you to approve this motion. And furthermore, I'm not sure if it was seen on the map, near this establishment, there are currently other businesses such as a convenience store, a gas station, and a furniture store. And well, that is all I have to say, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Is there anybody here to speak against this item? No? What are the wishes of the commission?
Motion to close and go with the recommendation.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Motion to open 7D.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, so the applicant reached out that they are trying to make it to the meeting, but I don't think they're gonna get here on time.
Okay.
So, I actually, if we could open it up, and then I have a question.
Oh,
We
okay.
already opened it up.
Okay.
But I have a question, because if the property owner, if this is in line with what they want, then we could approve it without them here.
Here, okay. Amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo by amending ordinance 2023
It's a conditional use.
0011, which authorized a conditional use permit for an amusement redemption machine establishment on Lot 1A, Block 1, Anil Associates LLC, Phase 1, located at 9110 McPherson Road, Suite 1, 10,800 square feet, in order to remove the current parties and issue the conditional use permit to the property and to extend the current expiration date of the conditional use permit.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, we have Anil Gupta as the owner representative. The property location is Lot 1A, Block 1, Anil Associates Limited Liability Company, Phase 1, located at 9110 McPherson Road, Suite 1, 10,800 square feet. The zone change request is for a conditional use permit amendment. The proposed use is for an amusement redemption machine establishment, and the applicant is requesting to remove the current parties and issue the CUP to the property and an extension to the current expiration date of the SUP. Letters sent were 28, we have none for and none against. Background on this property: on July 20th, 2009, City Council made a motion to approve the CUP for the amusement redemption machine establishment for a 1-year date of issuance. On June 6, 2011, City Council made a motion to approve the CUP for the same use, however, for a 5-year date of issuance. On May 31st, 2016, City Council made a motion to approve the CUP for the same use for a 10-year date of issuance. On September 14, 2016, City Council made a motion to approve the CUP for the same use for Suite 2. On September 30th, 2016, City Council made a motion to approve the CUP for the same use for Suite 1. On August 6, 2018, City Council made a motion to approve the CUP for the same use in order to change the tenant in Suite 2. On February 6, 2023, City Council made a motion to approve the CUP amendments for the same use to change the tenant in Suite 1. A continuation of the background: on May 21st, 2018, City Council made a motion to adopt Ordinance 2018-0-072, which no longer authorized conditional use permits to allow amusement redemption machine establishments. Location view, aerial view, street view, zone change signage, zoning map, future land use map, and the recommendation is staff supports the CUP to extend the current expiration date for 10 years. However, staff does not support of removing the current parties for the CUP. And continuation of the recommendation and the proposed motion.
Okay. Is anybody here to speak for or against this item? Please come forward.
I have a question of staff, if I may, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
May I ask a
Yes,
question
yes,
of
go
staff?
ahead.
Vanessa, can you explain to us the need to remove somebody to get this one, and you all are against that, but for the CUP?
Yeah, as we sort of summarized, used to be that you could do a amusement redemption machine establishment through conditional use permit. In 2018, the ordinance changed so that they are ineligible now for being authorized under a conditional use permit. In fact, you cannot even apply for a zone change for this use. You must have an existing, I think it's B4, M1, M2, in order to, for this use to be eligible to be placed at those locations. So this is what we would consider a legal non-conforming conditional use permit. It does not currently comply with the existing ordinance. So it is being addressed as a legal non-conforming. It is expiring. We did do some research on, has there been any difficulties with citation or any sort of police intervention at this location, especially since this tenant has been there? We could find none. We had one incident sort of at the very beginning of when this was issued, but in the past 3 years, we could find no other incidents. So hence, staff is comfortable with the support for another 10 years. Now, the current ordinance requires that the license be issued to the operator. So in order to keep the CUP in line with our current ordinance, that's why we're not in support of the removal of the current parties. So that once it changes, they need to come back to amend it on their CUP.
I have a follow-up question to that. Can it be just to the owner of the property versus both the owner and the tenant, as the tenant?
It really, and truly, if it was gonna be one, it would be the operator, because that's the one that is responsible for the operations of the location.
Okay.
And that's what the current ordinance requires, that the license is given to the operator.
Okay, well, then in that case, the applicant wants us to table time certain until the next meeting. So I'd like to make a motion to do that.
Second.
Table 7D?
To table time certain until the
Second.
following meeting.
Aye. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Motion to open up 7E.
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo by rezoning lot 16 D5 acres subdivision located at 7102 Los Nietos Street from R1 single family resident to R3 mixed residential district.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, we have Baltasar Luna and Gonzaga as the owner, and Esperanza.
Se les fue. No sé.
Did the presentation go away?
Oh, there you go.
Martinez as a representative. The property location is lot 16 D5 acre subdivision located at 7102 Los Nietos Street. The zone change request is from an R1 to an R3, and the proposed use is a mobile home. The letters sent were 21, and we received none for or against. Location view. Aerial map. Street view. Zone change signage. Zoning overview map. Future land use map. Staff recommendation, staff supports the proposed zone change. Continuation. And the proposed motion, thank you.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Is anybody here to speak for or against this item?
I have sensitivity in my eyes.
It's okay.
They're all there. Hi, I'm Esperanza Martinez. I'm the representative for Mr. Luna and Ms. Gonzaga. They want to place a mobile home to make a use of their land. They currently can't get permits for a mobile home, and they haven't been able to utilize their land, so they've been renting all these years.
Thank you. Does the commission have any question for staff? No?
Motion to, I don't know if there's anyone against.
Is anybody here against this item?
Motion to close public hearing and go with staff recommendation.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Motion to open up 7F.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo by rezoning Lot 3 and the east 18 feet of Lot 2, Block 978, Eastern Division, as further described by meets and bounds in attached Exhibit A located at 1803 East Reynolds Street, from R1 to R3.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, we have Lorenza Moreno as the owner, and we have Rosa E. Barrera as the applicant, and we have Rosa E. Barrera and Claudia Fuentes as the representative. Property location is Lot 3 and the east 18 feet of Lot 2, Block 978, Eastern Division, located at 1803 East Reynolds Street. Zone change request is an R1 to R3. The proposed use is for a triplex, letter sent for 25. Inside 200 feet, we have 1 for and 1 against. Outside the 200 feet, we have none for, none against. Location view. Aerial view. Street view. Zone change signage. Zoning map. Future land use map. And the recommendation is staff does not support. Continuation of the recommendation and the proposed motion.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Is anybody here to speak for or against this item? I know Mr. Raul Santos stepped by and spoke about this. Is someone else? Come forward.
Good evening, my name is Claudia Fuentes. I am the goddaughter of Ms. Moreno. I'm also the realtor and I'm helping her sell her property. So we were under contract with the buyer, and during the appraisal process, the appraisal was not able to be completed because of the zoning. So the triplex, my grandparents bought it back in '92. It was built in '81. Before the adoption of the zoning in '84. And so I know right now it's used as a non-conforming law within the city. It's always been rented out and it's always been used as a multifamily, a triplex. So right now we're proposing the changes so that my grandma is able to sell her triplex, and right now it's hindering her for the ability to sell, as she is 96 years old and ready to enjoy the rest of her life.
Thank you. Is anybody here to speak against this item?
Good afternoon. My name is Roberto de Hoyos Jr. I reside on 1801 Reynolds. And I don't have the issue with those apartments. I've been there for 37 years, me and my wife. The issue is that we're opening a can of worms if we do it into an R3, because we have an empty lot at 1720 Reynolds, and it's gonna make it easy for anybody to come and build. It's a big lot. My concern is that I don't have any problem with the Morenos, and I'm okay with the apartments there. I want you to consider this, that it's no problem to me. The problem is making it an R3. That's my issue. and it's a nice, quiet residential area. We don't need more apartments. We're surrounded by, and it's okay. We don't discriminate against anyone, but this is my issue. And we do have issues when there's apartments next to them. The Morenos have been more than helpful when we call them and have issues with the tenants. But other than that, it's just we're opening a can of worms for 1720 rentals, and that's my issue. My neighbor, Mr. Santos, we're gonna have those issues because 1801, 1807, 1801, 1803, 1700 block of Reynolds, they're very narrow streets, and then they're gonna be utilizing the street as parking. And as is, we have problems with tenants parking on the mailboxes and blocking the trash. So, thank you very much, if you would.
Thank you. One more?
Yes, once again, here. So another thing is, we don't want them to leave. I mean, they're excellent neighbors, and we're afraid of who's gonna come in. So that's another big issue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sure, yeah. One last time.
So the reason why we're also moving from R1 to R3 is because the buyer using a loan, the appraisal and the lender are requiring, I spoke to the lender requiring either an R2 or an R3, because if the building, right now, the way it's structured, if the building burns down, they are not able to build a multifamily structure. So the buyer is buying as a triplex. And so as a good faith, my grandma is also doing what she needs to do so that the buyer's assured that, you know, they're buying something that they're wanting to buy, not, you know.
Yeah, we understand. Thank you.
No, because they can't.
Does anybody have a question for her? Or for staff?
Well,
For staff, I do.
so on an R1, moving to an R3, you open up a can of worms. I mean, all of a sudden you can do apartments, you can do all sorts of stuff. So I can see why the neighbors don't want to allow something like that to happen. But on a CUP, you might be able to do that and it remain in its present form, and you'll be okay. You'll be able to sell it, and they should be rolling pretty good. So would you consider a CUP?
Before,
You
sorry,
might wanna
sorry,
start with-
before she answers that,
Yeah.
if I may, Vanessa, maybe you can clarify for us. If they sell the property, the CUP is gone.
No.
The new
No,
owner
no,
has
no.
to apply for a CUP, is
No,
that not correct?
not necessarily. The CUP can be issued to the land so that it could go with it.
Okay.
So in that case, the CUP would allow the multifamily structure, if it burns down,
No.
still rebuild?
That's not something that we would be able to answer. You'd have to check with the lender.
Okay.
It would allow the use. It would allow the use. It would entitle it. So the use, with the CUP, typically we would have a site plan that you would share with us, and in order to reconstruct, the CUP would allow the reconstruction of that.
But will the lender accept that? Therein
I
lies the
don't know
problem.
about lenders.
No, I understand, but therein lies the question. Of course. Of course. One other question, Madam Clerk, if I may.
Okay.
This,
One more.
if we allow the zone change for that particular lot, the gentleman that was worried about what that might cause down the road, he was talking about an empty lot, a block away, is that
Yes.
correct?
That is correct.
That empty block couldn't become residential, couldn't become multifamily, because it would have to apply for the B3 as well, and we would be able to turn that down because there's not an existing use of it as such.
Can we bring up the map, the zoning map?
They're on the boundary.
So that you can kind of see the zoning.
There's.
Can you see the little red block? So you see the Reynolds is the dividing line, right? North of Reynolds is all R3. South of Reynolds, I mean, almost uniformly R1, right? South of Reynolds, we do have one lone R2 that you see at the corner of Mendiola and
1701.
O'Kane. This one, I think, just came in fairly recently. Staff was unable to support this R2. Just something for consideration. She is correct. The R2 would accommodate the triplex. So the R3 request is over and above what would be necessary to accommodate the proposed use. So even in the R3, you see very few R3 uses. We see, I think, one mobile home, three mobile homes sort of in that first 2-block swath north of it. So even the R3 is still very single family, very, R1-ish in character, in actual land use. So for those reasons, because of the, sort of the uniformity of the R1, the overzone, the R3 isn't necessary for the proposed use. And we agree that the conditional use permit may be the superior alternative, so as not to disturb the underlying zone, but allow the use, which has been there for, almost 40 years.
That's what I was going to say. Like right now, their issue is that you open a can of worms and everybody wants to put an R3, but with them, this property has been grandfathered in since, 1981, and that's why we can do that exception, and if someone would like to come in and change an R1 already, that has no structure built in it, I think that would apply for the new way of living right now, no? O sea, or the, ¿cómo se llama?
Oh my gosh,
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't track. Sorry.
At the end, like, o sea, no van a poder poner un R3 en algo que está haciendo ahorita una R1. En el caso de ellos,
Oh,
es
like
algo,
in the vacant
in
lot.
the vacant lot, that's
Okay.
their issue.
Oh, okay.
But with them, this structure has been there for more than 30 years.
The citizen is right to be concerned. Their areas do transition. So once you see, a few zone
Becomes a
changes,
pattern.
it starts to become a pattern.
Yeah.
Then the onus is, we are seeing a transitioning pattern. So, it starts to move away from the original designation.
Excuse me, Vanessa, so it is misleading because north of it, it's all R3, but once in the neighborhood, it's single family, right?
It's very, very single family in character. as
And none
I
of the
said.
R3 folks yet have demolished and built.
Yeah,
It's still
it's
pretty
almost
much.
uniformly single family. There's some apartments, a few duplexes, like one duplex.
This is one of the areas where zoning's misleading because what's on the ground is R1.
It's
but
mostly
the map
R1.
shows
Very
R3.
primarily R1.
And then, the issue is, I guess also is currently, since it's grandfathered in, they know exactly what's there. But if this zone change is approved, at that point, someone can buy, some other neighbor, they don't know who it is,
Absolutely.
can build whatever they want.
Yes, that's correct.
Mr. Martinez has one last question.
Madam Chair, so on an R2, they'll be able to operate as a,
Yeah, R2 allows duplex,
Duplexes and
apartments,
triplex.
quadplex, apartments.
does it allow a mobile home or?
No.
No, that's on an R3, and
R3.
R3 would allow for a mobile home,
That's
and I think
correct.
maybe, and so they're looking if it burns down or anything, they might stick a mobile home in there on an R3. But on an R2, they'll be able to operate as a,
Yeah, it would allow that use, yes.
that use. So my question to the landowner is, are you all okay with an R2? If this body were to go with an R2? And then the next question is, if they're okay with an R2, based on how it's presented to this body and the application that the landowner has done, would we have to
Go back.
go against the current
Yes.
ask?
Yes.
And then the landowner would go back to your office and then request for an R2 and then bring it back here. Is that how that works?
Typically, When it's a lesser,
Right, you're
a
down
lesser
stepping.
zone, you can.
You can do it here.
You can do it here.
But you would need to
Here,
act
she's
on
stepping
what's
down.
before the committee. So you would
Okay,
need
so we-
to
Amend
give an
it.
action on the,
Amended.
on the, on the
And are you all
request.
okay with an R2?
Yes.
You'll be okay? So I'm ready to make a motion, if you don't mind.
Please go.
And how about the neighbors that were against it? Are you okay with an R2 versus a CUP?
Explain.
But
Let's per se that the apartments have 4,500 square feet. Is that gonna increase, just in case the new buyer, is that gonna increase on 1803? It's gonna stay the same square footage?
Probably gonna stay the same because there's no space for them to increase
Okay.
on there.
they
There's a
could, they
little
could
bit of
demolish and rebuild taller.
Okay.
What, can you let me know what uses are allowed in an R2? As far as right now.
I mean, it's mostly the residential uses, so it's duplex, triplex, quadplex, apartments.
But can you give me like the number of feet, if it was raw land right now and it was empty, how high could they go, how wide
Oh,
could they
the
go?
dimensional center, you
Yes.
gotta go to the dimensional center.
Well, it's also formulated with the parking spaces too.
Yeah.
You can't
And
just
you
put
have
side
to be
tower.
able,
That much.
you have to
would
be able to
limit it.
accommodate
Because they do
parking.
have a lot of parking, they have like for 6 vehicles every unit, which is
Perhaps.
good, right, for us. But, that's, the only concern is the lot on 1720, that's my concern. I'm okay with the apartments, guys, don't get me wrong. But I've been there for
1720 was-
37 years, so
Yes, yes,
it's nice, so that's it.
Okay, so we're good with
R2.
R2.
R2? Okay. Yeah.
1720 would have to stand on its own. If they wanted to do something, they would have to come back, they would have to come over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we would not
That's all.
approve that change.
That's all we're asking, I mean, it's,
They can go as high as 50 feet,
50 feet.
50 feet.
But
We're
the
figuring
parking,
up
But the parking.
4 stories,
parking is in the limit.
so
Thank
4
you, guys.
stories.
Thank
So
you.
you're okay with an R2?
Yes.
You are? Okay.
Okay,
Go for
thank you.
red.
Listo.
Okay, so I have a motion.
Motion.
You do
Uh,
the
I do have a
amend.
motion, and the motion is, do we have to close the public hearing
No.
for this, or no?
Yes.
Yeah, so I want to close the public hearing and deny the R3, but recommend an R2 for this property.
Second.
Madam Chairman. take your-
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
So you have an R2.
Can I have a motion to open
Recommended.
17?
We need to clarify that it's not yet. No.
Vanessa, do I have to amend my motion?
Yeah, can you
Wait,
ask them to hold on, wait?
Can you hold on?
Are you staying till the end?
Well, I see, use it.
Hold on.
So my motion was to recommend, so I'll make a motion that it be an R2.
Second.
All in favor?
I guess just to be clear for everyone, this is for
Listen
application.
up.
It's not,
This has to go to council. Council is the final authority and will make the final decision.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, can I move an item up?
You're happy.
Motion to move up an item?
Which one?
7I.
7I.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye,
Aye,
aye. 9, amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of,
You don't have too many people talking.
okay. 7I, amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo by rezoning lot 119D, block 3, San Isidro Southwest Antler Crossing subdivision, phase 5, located at 9802 Springfield Avenue from R2 to B3.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, we do have the applicant as Antlers Holdings LLC as the owner and Abraham Gonzalez as the applicant. The property location is lot 119D, Block 3, San Isidro Southwest Ander Crossing Subdivision Phase 5, located at 9802 Springfield Avenue. The zone change request is from an R2 to a B3. The proposed use is commercial. The applicant did not identify the specific proposed commercial use. The letters sent were 28, and we received 1 for and none against. Location view, aerial map, street view, zone change signage, zoning overview, future land use, staff recommendation, staff supports the proposed zone change, continuation, and the proposed motion. Thank you. Go ahead.
We opened
Good evening, Council. My name is Angel Trevino. I'm the project architect along with the owner, Abraham Gonzalez. We are here today to request a zoning change from R2 back to an R3 due to new ownership. This property was previously zoned B3 and was later downzoned to residential. The intent of this request is to restore the property to its original commercial designation. The request aligns the property with its original intent and planned use. I brought some packets of what we're proposing to do. May I distribute it? Or the proposed development is approximately 20,000 square foot commercial shelf plaza designed to accommodate multi-future tenant suites, including a suite capable of supporting a drive-through user. The building is being designed as a pre-engineered metal structure with a contemporary exterior composed of EIFS, aluminum metal panels, and fiber cement siding to create a cohesive and durable commercial development. This project is intended to activate a current underutilized property and bring investment back into the area while providing opportunities for small businesses, neighborhood serving retail, and service-oriented tenants that support the surrounding communities. The goal is to create a development that not only serves the area functionally, but also elevates the overall quality of commercial construction in this part of the city. I have provided renderings. The site layout has been planned to accommodate vehicular circulation, parking, and access appropriate for this type of development. The project is being developed as a shell building, allowing flexibility for future tenants while maintaining a consistent architectural standard across the development. We have coordinated with the City of Laredo Zoning Department and have reviewed the request and are supportive of the zoning change. They will be recommending approval to City Council. We respectfully request your support in approving the zoning change. We're available to answer any questions.
So, yeah, I had a question. So you're saying, in the communications it said here, this was zone B4, and then it got rezoned to R2?
It was actually a B3, and then it was an old owner. It went to an R2, and now the new owner wants to bring it back to its original use, intended use, which is a B3.
Okay.
Madam Chair, I have a question. Is there any kind of deed restriction on the land that you're aware of?
There is, but I've already talked to the original deed, and they're gonna reverse that for us so that we can do, the deed restriction was for multifamily, but I've already talked to San Isidro, and there's actually gonna be, we're gonna be building another commercial project on that corner, and then this will be a shopping center that we want to do there. And we've already expressed that, and I have the support to do it.
Okay, got it. And I guess this question is for staff. We don't have anyone from legal today, right? But do you know from other cases, like whether if the deed restriction doesn't change, doesn't get approved to be changed, can they, like, could this still go through with a zone change?
Well, I can tell you, previous legal administrations, and even if you have made it clear to us that the city does not enforce private covenants. So that was the legal stance, and of course that was previous administrations. But if you look at all the ordinances, the zone change ordinances, it actually even has it that stipulation in the preamble that the city does not enforce private covenants. So, with regard to, you know, his agreement with, you know, the previous owner, that would be something separate and apart, between the two owners.
But can they move forward with building on the land? Like, do we know that from?
Yes. With regard to this, again, the city
The city-
does not, abide by
So that's sort
the
of like a
private agreement.
separate-
Yeah, that's up to them.
Something private. We abide by the adopted ordinances, so that's what we would act upon.
The city doesn't enforce deed restrictions. The
Those
city,
are, yes,
Yeah.
private agreements, deed restrictions, those are all private.
they're all private.
Mhm.
And we've probably approved properties that have deed restrictions with certain zones,
Probably, yes,
just because, yeah, before.
yes.
Madam Chairman, if I may ask, but I didn't hear what the staff recommendation was on this.
Our staff
Recommendation to approve.
Approve, supports?
Motion to close and approve.
Okay.
I don't know if we said anyone against before we make the motion.
Go ahead, sorry. Is anybody here to speak against this item?
Oh, yes, of course.
No.
No? Oh, that's it?
Thank you. Thank you, Council.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. We go
Motion
back
to open item 7J?
7G. Porque nos brincamos.
G.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Cáceres. All in favor?
Aye.
Amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo by amending ordinance 2025-0234, which authorized a special use permit for a smoking establishment, cigar lounge only, no on-premises alcohol consumption on lot 3B, Block 1, Laredo Arena Subdivision, Unit 4, located at 2411 Jackman Road, Suite 400, approximately 1,469 square feet, in order to allow the consumption of alcohol based on a newly passed ordinance.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, applicant is P&F Properties LLC owner, Jeronimo Trevino Jr. is the applicant and the representative. The property description is Lot 3B, Block 1, Laredo Arena Subdivision, Unit 4, located at 2411 Jackman Road, Suite 400, approximately 1,469 square feet. The zone change request is a special use permit amendment. The proposed use is for a smoking establishment, cigar lounge with on-premise alcohol consumption. The applicant is requesting to remove condition number 20 on the ordinance 2025-0234 to allow the consumption of alcohol on-premise at the establishment. Letters were sent were 12-4-0 against 0. A little background, on December 1st of 2025, the City Council approved of a special use permit for a smoking establishment for a cigar lounge only, no on-premise alcohol consumption. Please refer to executed ordinance number 2025-0234 attachment. On February 2nd of 2026, the City Council approved the ordinance number 2026-026, which redefines the definition of bar in the Code of Ordinances, Chapter 15, Article 6, Section 78. Location view, aerial view, zone change signage, zoning overview, future land use, and staff recommendation is staff supports the proposed amendment. And just as a general comment, we're still in line with our previous position where we don't support the special use permit for a smoking establishment in general. Proposed motion. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Is anybody here to speak for or against this item?
Good evening, Jeronimo Trevino here, and asking for your support to approve the amendment as we started back up in October. It's been a journey, but I think we fixed that by clarifying the definition of bar with the new ordinance, just to prove that I've never wanted, nor do I will operate as a bar. To address the 2 points for the reason to not support, the residential zoning that they're speaking of, it is less than 800 feet, however, it is undeveloped at the moment. There's no current plans to develop that, that I see. There's no signage. So it's, the residentials are non-existent at the moment. As far as the parking spaces goes, I mean, it's 3 short. We had no problem to approve it previously back in October to move forward. And there is a big lot in front of it. There's adjacent businesses as well that offer extra parking. And for the immediate area, there are at least 7 parking spaces, what does meet it, because if there's like 5 in front and there's 4 on the side, plus there's some in the back. Also, the neighbor is currently vacant, so there's nobody there to claim those spots at the moment. And once again, I'm just asking for this special use permit to be fully approved. I'm asking that we use what's already written, the definitions for a smoking establishment, now the new ordinance, which defines me as a smoking establishment only and not a bar. And I'm just asking to conduct business as I've been planning for quite some time. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Is anybody here to speak for or against this item? No? What are the wishes of the commission?
So, I have a question. So right now it's a CUP as a smoke shop, right?
It's a smoking establishment, so it's a cigar bar type thing.
An art bar.
So you go in there and smoke, right? They have cigars and you can smoke on premises. That's the health code provides an exception because typically you cannot smoke inside locations, but the health code specifically exempts smoking establishments to allow for indoor smoking, right? So what's before the commission is the amendment of the special use permit because all smoking type establishments require special use permits. So the amendment is to allow for the serving of alcohol to drink on site as well. So as staff mentioned, that the previous, the way the interplay between the land development code and the health code, there was a difference in definitions which rendered drinking on premise not allowed. They since changed the ordinance to allow drinking and smoking in these circumstances only. So the amendment is coming forward to remove the prohibition of the drinking on the special use permit, to bring it in line with the current ordinance.
Was there a controversy when the CUP was put and they were asked about drinking and smoking and all of that?
Was there controversy?
Was it?
Well, there was a lot of people that did
There was a
come
lot of people
forward.
here for that.
That did come forward, especially I guess at the time when the proposed ordinance amendment, there was some folks that did come to register their concern that maybe this would, and I hate to speak for them, but if I remember correctly, it was something to do with like, it would proliferate smoking or encourage smoking, something like that.
So
I think that was the concern, more than the drinking. It
What's
was
the
more
difference
smoking.
between already having an established bar that doesn't allow smoking on the indoors, so people have to go outside, smoke, and then come back in?
Mm-hmm.
And so, will they have to come for a CUP?
No.
So they can allow smoking?
No, because they're not a smoking establishment. If you are a bar, the primary use has to be a smoking establishment, and it has to be a cigar bar. It can't, because smoking establishment can be a hookah bar, it can be a vape place, but the ordinance specifically is tailored only to cigar bars, to allow drinking in cigar bars only. Bars cannot smoke inside. That has not changed.
Okay. So what difference is there that you can differentiate between a bar and a smoking establishment that
Because
allows a drink? Can you only allow one drink or something? Or?
No, it's the amount, the sales. You know, the sales. There's a threshold. So if you pass a certain threshold of sale of alcohol, then you become a bar. But if you remain under it, you still remain as a cigar establishment.
And the city's going to keep track of that?
It'll probably be done, well, I think there's some requirement that they provide that information.
Well, TABC will.
I think that was the
Yeah.
general consensus at council, that
Oh,
TABC.
council.
Yeah, TABC will take care of that. Good motion to close and approve. Staff recommendation.
What,
What is it?
No, I was talking out loud.
Is there any against?
Is there a second on that?
no, it was, nobody against.
No, we already have.
So, do I hear a motion?
Yes, that we close and approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
I'm against.
You against?
Say again. Two against.
Two against?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
So 4-2?
4-2.
Who else was against? I didn't catch it.
So staff is,
Barron,
But, okay,
And Tito.
Barron and Garcia.
okay.
Okay.
Motion to open up 7H.
Do I have a second?
second.
Second. Amending second. All in favor?
Aye.
Amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo by rezoning approximately 25.2 acres located north of Juan Escutia Boulevard and east of Pausa Drive from AG to a R1A.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Waiting.
Let me get you this.
Okay.
There we go.
For the record, we have the applicant Rodriguez
Sertuche.
Zertuche Development LLC as the owner and Howland Engineering and Surveying Co. as applicant and representative. The property description is approximately 25.2 acres located north of Juan Escutia Boulevard and east of Balsa Drive. The zone change request is from an AG to R1. The proposed use is single-family residential. The letters sent were 25 and received 2 against. Location view. Aerial map. Street view. Zone change signage. Zoning overview. Future land use. Staff recommendation, staff supports the proposed zone change. Continuation. And the proposed motion, thank you.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Is anybody here to speak for or against this item?
Good afternoon. My name is Aaron Gonzalez, civil engineer here on behalf of Howland Engineering, and I'm here for it. And if you have any questions,
Thank you.
thank you.
Is there anybody here to speak against this item? No? What are the wishes of the commission? Do we have any questions?
Motion to close and go with the recommendation.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes.
Motion to open up 7J.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
7J, amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo by rezoning approximately 333-acre tract as further described by meets and bounds in Exhibit A, located east of Don Beto Drive and north of Giselle Drive from R1 to R2.
Did they submit to table this one?
They have some in regards to people? It's already been charged. It was called, I didn't receive anything in writing, it was called, it's verbal.
So they asked for, they did.
Estamos aquí, estamos.
Oh, thank God.
Just let them read the item.
Yes, yes.
Right.
He's been here for the whole,
Yeah.
Beatriz Flores as the owners and Francisco Ramos as the applicant/representative. The property location is approximately 3.33-acre tract located east of Don Beto Drive and north of Grisel Drive. The zone change request is from an R1 to an R2. The proposed use is for multifamily residential. The letter sent with 33, and we received 8 against. In the inside, the 200 feet, and on the outside, we received 3 against.
3 against?
Yes. Location view, aerial map, street view, zoning overview, future land use, staff recommendation, staff does not support, continuation, and the proposed motion. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Is anybody here to speak for? Go ahead.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members. Francisco Ramos with Ramos Engineering, representing landowners. We would like to table the item at the moment. We've gone through preliminary plat, so we have some items there that we're addressing, and they're making some modifications to the site plan. So before we present it, we'd like to table it and then come back at a later date.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
This is a public hearing. Is anybody here to speak against this item?
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Graciela Rubio, and I live on 2401 Don Beto for the past 14 years. We are an R1, and it's proposed to be changed to an R2, but right now that street has a dead end. It's a dead-end street. We have to go in and out through that street, and the proposed change is a private ranch, which they have renters and their private home. And what we know is that they would like to get trucks in there, or maybe a business, and we're opposing that because we don't have access. If they do that, they'll close that. We also have there was a sign there for a dead end that was placed there for some years. So if there's an emergency there, there's no trucks that can come back out.
Yes.
So that's why we're opposing
They
that
don't have
change.
an alternative route.
But it's not trucks. It's multifamily residential is what they're asking for, not
Yeah.
trucks.
Pardon?
The R2 that they are asking for is for residential. They're not.
And duplexes.
And duplexes, like more houses, not business, not.
It's a private ranch now, and they want what? You said residential?
The landowner, right now, he tabled the item because he's gonna bring the plans for the distribution, but what they want to put there are homes, not businesses.
Multifamily.
Multifamily homes.
Yeah, not trucks.
So it's no trucks, no business,
Okay.
no that, so you can
Well,
be.
A multi, it's like apartments?
Well, on an R2, you
And
can
on R2
have
you can have
a duplex, a triplex, like the
triplex.
people that were here earlier.
Uh-huh.
They can do a duplex, a triplex, they can do an apartment,
An apartment complex.
but limited, right?
Condos, townhouses?
A townhouse, condos.
What about would they be required to have another entry?
Exit,
or
exit.
Going out and exit?
No.
No.
They're not required? So everything would be coming through the same street, hitting Casa Verde, which is very, there's a lot of traffic there.
Yes, I
And we would
understand.
only have access one
Through the
way
same
in.
Casa Verde.
Yes, that's one of the reasons we're opposing it.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Roberto Mancha. I've been living there more than 14 years, almost 15 years. We moved there because, hey, well, let's move because where I used to live, there's traffic, school and everything. So we bought a house over there. And the guy that sold me the house, he said, no man, they're not gonna build anything, there's a ranch there and all that.
Famous last words.
He didn't lie because the
Because it's still
lady,
there.
the man passed away,
Ah.
and the lady sold the ranch to these persons. But I don't know, families and all that. She's saying about the traffic, but their apartment there, their housing, they already built housing there. When we went there, no housing now. But a councilman, I don't want to mention his name, Casa Verde Road, you know who it is. They had already planned for that without talking to anybody and all that. So, I don't know what's coming up. I mean, we're very comfortable there and all that. And Jackman, I mean, Casa Verde Road was built there because of the airport that was there a long time ago. It doesn't belong even to the city, I don't know. If a plane would crash and all that, they had a gate, they were broken, and they'll go to that Casa Verde Road and go out to Del Mar, go where the plane landed and all that. So, I don't know what they're trying to build. Right now we're having problems because the tractors, she's talking about trailers and all that. They come, they leave him there, and then they'll move him out to Mexico or I don't know where. But I mean, there's diesel and all that, we're very close.
Yeah.
It's just like the apartments, they say, no, we're gonna put them over there, let's say, I don't know how many feet you're supposed to or how many yards. So the parking, they left it right behind our house, all in the house. I mean, the first thing we're gonna do, the garbage tanks and all, they put them behind the dumpsters. And we have a lot of problem there too because 2412 Don Beto, that's where I live. I'm the last house. I'm right next to
That's hard.
the ranch now. If it's a ranch now, but now it's not. Now it's an R1 and they want to make it to an R2. So I know what you're talking about. So to me, I'm against it.
Okay.
I know you're against or for it, but the council is the one who decides.
Thank you for your comments.
Okay.
Just so you know, right now, the person that came in first is the engineer. And he said that he was gonna table it. Okay. So he recommended to table it. So in the future, they're going to come back to you, so you could be.
So we have to sign those letters against and all that?
Probably.
But let's sit with that, sorry.
If it's table time certain, typically we do not.
No?
We don't renotice. If it goes beyond that, just to err on the side of caution,
Yeah.
we may do. One of the, not on this case, but the case where you,
Go back to?
the R3 for the triplex, where you recommended in favor of an R2 instead of the R3. In that case, for sure, we will renotice the mail out, advising them that there was a recommendation of denial, and however that they're recommending approval of the lower zone.
Okay.
Okay, and let me tell you another thing. That gate's supposed to be closed. When we bought it and all that, it used to be closed. They put one of those machines, they closed the gate, but once it went down, it'd been like 4 or 5 years, they never fixed it. So the hog, the deers and all that, they come in. I'm not talking about 10 or 15, 20 or 25. Because Killim Ranch is right there. And he hasn't put a fence on the other side.
Where, stop.
He got a fence free because of the housing. Then ours, the HOA, pushed one there and on the other side. And still, they don't wanna fix anything. I mean,
Where,
the grass y todo, ¿no? And the traffic.
pero, that is with
Fencing?
the
For
fencing
the
and everything.
Animal control.
Animal control.
Animal control.
Animal control, but
You can call animal control, and because that, we don't
he hasn't
do.
done it, I don't think he'll do it.
Well, thank you for your time.
No, thank you, guys. Thank you. Good luck.
Okay, is there anybody here to speak for or against this item? Another person? No?
No sé, la señora, ¿este era el caso? ¿Que quería
¿Este era
hablar
su
usted?
caso o no? Es la
Es la de Don Beto.
de Don Beto.
No, ese no es.
No, no es.
36, sorry.
36, okay.
Oh,
So a
okay.
motion to close the table?
Yeah.
Motion to close and
Just real quick, in the redesign or whatever they're gonna bring in, can the city recommend that they look for a second in and out, street?
we
Within,
would
is
love
it
it.
easier to pass that way than doing it the way you're gonna do it?
Yeah.
It's landlocked.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. So one of the comments in the preliminary plat, because what we had since the street the Don Beto ends right at that property. So at first they were proposing an access into the property, have the duplexes or the townhomes along there, and then have a cul-de-sac at the end. But since it'd be too long of a stretch for a cul-de-sac to be at the very end, one, and two, since it's a private route, it would be a private road. The street closure wouldn't look right. So what we have, we're doing a cul-de-sac right at the end of Don Beto, and that way, we can have a good, nice turnaround, and then the rest would be the property. So we can't go in or out because we have the apartments to the north, and then the neighborhood and the detention ponds to the south. On the other side, where we have the Killen property, so we can't. We're not going to go in and dead end the street up there. So, but we do have a cul-de-sac proposed, or proposing a cul-de-sac for that.
okay. Thank you. Okay, what are the wishes of the commission?
We're against it. Motion
Close the table?
Motion to close the public meeting and table it.
Second.
Time uncertain.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Motion to open up 7K.
This one?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending the zoning ordinance map of the city of Laredo by rezoning Lot 1, Block 1, Kimberly Plaza subdivision located at 4800 McPherson Road from B3 to B4.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, we have TXINV Family Limited Partnership as the owner, and we have Raul Cantu as the applicant. Property location is Lot 1, Block 1, Kimberly Plaza subdivision located at 4800 McPherson Road. Zone change request is B3 to B4. The proposed use is for grocery-related products wholesale. The applicant was advised about applying for a conditional use permit and decided to attempt the zone change instead of applying for a CUP. Letter Center 21, we have none for and none against. Location view. Aerial view. Street view. Zone change signage. Zoning map. Future land use map. And the recommendation is staff does not support. And the proposed motion.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. Is anybody here to speak for this item? Bueno, primero va a hablar la persona y luego ya.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michelle Guerra, and I'm here on behalf of the owner, Raul Cantu. And just to, he wants to operate a grocery store, but at large, like sell products at large amounts.
What currently is there?
It used to be a restaurant.
That's at Teocalli,
Obregon's?
Obregon's.
Yes. The building, it's about 3,400 square feet.
And y'all want to put a restaurant? I mean, a grocery store?
Yes.
A wholesale.
For wholesale.
Wholesale, not a
Wholesale.
grocery store, wholesale.
A wholesale.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have any questions? No? Okay. Is anybody here to speak against this item?
Yo soy María Méndez.
Ajá.
Estamos ubicados en 1108 Chaparral, que es Carlton Road y McPherson en la mera esquina. Y mi hermana, ella está en 1107, también en Carlton Road y McPherson. Es Linda Vera y Rubén Vera.
Ok.
So, ¿qué es eso de...? Quisiera que me explicara, ¿verdad? Porque no entiendo. ¿Qué es lo que nos afecta a nosotros o qué es el cambio de zona que quieren hacer ahí por cerca de nosotros que estamos ahí cerca?
Sí, el cambio de zona que quieren hacer es uno más arriba, nada más porque quieren hacer un mercado como para a mayoreo. Ok, y entonces el edificio está ahorita en un B3 y ese en particular nada más se pueden ser ciertas cosas y no aplica para un negocio a mayoreo. Entonces nada más necesita este permiso para poder vender a mayoreo.
Pero ese negocio no queda ahí cerca, ¿no? De nosotros.
Está donde está el restaurante, el que vienen a preguntar, me está comentando la señorita que se acaba de pasar, que es el que era el restaurante Obregón.
Oh, pues hace años también fueron a pedir firmas porque iban a poner un negocio de bebidas para llevar ahí mismo, pero atrás al fondo. Y nosotros nos opusimos y no hicieron caso. Como que ahora lo pusieron y ahorita ya es hasta un bar. Y es un problema porque en las noches las policías ahí cada rato, los carros, unos arrancones y yo estoy en la mera esquina, ya una vez se metieron en mi casa. No hacen caso, como quiera hacen lo que quieren.
Sí, claro.
Nosotros nos oponemos porque aparte nos puede afectar en las taxas, que a lo mejor nos suban. Nosotros somos 2 personas ya de edad y tenemos solo el cheque de la pensión. No podemos
tomar el riesgo.
El riesgo luego aparte el tráfico por ahí es tremendo. Carlton, McPherson, todo eso ya es horrible. A ciertas horas, cuando hay escuelas, los buses, todo el tráfico por ahí, yo no quisiera que pusieran. Ahí es decisión de la ciudad, pero por nuestra parte estamos oponiéndonos.
Muchas gracias por sus comentarios. Is anybody here to speak for or against this item? No? What are the wishes of the commission?
So I have a question for staff. Staff does not support this.
No,
And,
no.
and your reasoning?
Well, I mean, firstly, it's not in line with the comprehensive plan. The comprehensive plan designates this area as neighborhood mixed use, so we want to have lighter commercial uses. As you know, B4 allows for pretty hefty,
Maquinitas, et cetera.
maquinitas, bars, you know, welding, heavy truck, you know, much more intense type uses. The location is surrounded by residential type uses. The location is also, it doesn't seem like it would be conducive for a wholesale. It's rather small.
El edificio está...
Yeah, we took a look at some other wholesale grocery type locations around town. There used to be one on Saunders, what was it called? I can't remember. It had a cornucopia. But I mean, the box trucks, you know, a number of box trucks would usually frequent the site because, of course, it's wholesale. So they're delivering and picking up, you know, large quantities of produce. This location is, I'm sure you all have seen it. It is, I mean, just
Obregon's
full.
is there.
Yeah,
I
pretty
mean,
full.
right.
The old Mr. Corn, I think.
Ah, okay.
Mr.
Green Express is in that area, I think.
Suarez is there.
Ah,
Exactly.
Está Suárez.
There was a drive-through. I mean, there's just a
And a hodgepodge of stuff.
many uses on
Print
site.
Express is there.
So, you know, we're just concerned the conversion of this location to a B4 would,
Todos los edificios
yes.
chiquitos al lado.
Madam Chair, motion to close the public meeting and go with staff recommendation.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Así ya se acabaron todos los public hearing.
Motion,
we have-
motion to bring back number 1.
Second.
A1, 7A.
All in favor?
Aye.
You don't have to reread it.
We don't have to reread it, right?
No.
No, we don't have to reread it, just
Thank you.
whatever questions that you have.
Yes, so my question is just, I want to make sure that on the B3, we're going to be able to use it as a parking for his trucks, and then we're going to be able to have the small office there with an in-house mechanic. Is that right on the B3? Is that what we're allowed to do?
The B3 does allow, we did check it, allows for the parking of the heavy truck.
Equipment?
What was it
Yes.
called? Not heavy truck equipment. The office, of course, yes, 100%. The one that I would probably want to check is that in-house mechanic.
Okay,
So,
okay. I mean, whatever you all say, we that I would check back with Stephanie, or who do I?
We just need to take a quick look at the
Okay.
ordinance, just to really confirm. I hate to tell you something right now.
Right
and
now,
then,
okay, no.
you
So,
know.
but I can speak to her and she will be able to tell me yes or no.
Absolutely,
Okay,
yes.
thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
So if that's the case, then
So we
will.
make a motion to table it just in case it doesn't work out afterwards, and if it doesn't, just bring it back and we just.
That's right. That's
Motion to table.
Okay, yes. Thank you so much.
All in
Thank you,
favor?
everyone.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, now go back to, a ver si ya se acabó.
8A and 8B.
8A, we have a letter here. I don't know if we have to read it. Do we have to read it?
It got tabled.
Consideration of the following preliminary plats and replats. Preliminary consideration of the plat of Parkway at Century South Park Subdivision Phase 2. The intent is residential, but, was it 8A or?
Yeah, 8 A's.
It's 8A? Okay.
Oh, no.
Do you have it?
I'm sorry. What?
Yes, please.
This is the one, okay, yes.
This
it's
is
tabled.
8A, right? Yes. We got a letter and
Requesting it
it
to be
says
tabled.
that if we could please.
Motion to table to 8A.
Table, time certain.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Perfect. And then preliminary consideration of the plat of Buena Vista First Responder Subdivision. The intent is emergency services.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the commission and staff. Alfredo Martinez with Crane Engineering, here on behalf of the applicant, which in this case is the city of Laredo. We concur with all of staff's comments. Just to advise you on the intent of this preliminary plat, primarily is to provide access off of Cuatro Vientos to the new proposed fire station and police stations that are currently under design to be located at that location.
Okay. Thank you so much.
There's some technical difficulties here. For the record, the applicant is the city of Laredo. The consultant engineer on behalf of the city of Laredo is Crane Engineering. The proposed uses are for emergency services, and the zoning for this two-lot development is B4 Highway Commercial District. This is the general location view. Aerial photography. This is immediately to the west of the new sports complex. The proposed plat. And the stuff coming from planning, buyer, and the proposed motion.
Thank you. What are the wishes of the commission?
Motion to approve.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Do we want to hear 9A, 10A, and 10B together? Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Can we read them?
Sure, I'll be happy to read it for you. First item is item 9A, preliminary and final consideration of the replat of excess acreage of Block 2017, Eastern Division, and lots 15A, into lots 15A and 15B, Block 2017, Eastern Division. The intent is residential. Item 10A is the consideration of a 6-month extension to the final plat approval of the plat of Verde Creek subdivision. The intent is residential and multifamily. The request is to extend the scheduled expiration date from May 2nd, 2026 to November 2nd, 2026. And item 10B, consideration of a 6-month extension to the final plat approval of the replat of Lot 29, D5 acre subdivision into Lot 29A and Lot 29B, D5 acre subdivision. The intent is residential. The request is to extend the scheduled expiration date from March 21st, 2026 to September 21st, 2026.
Thank you. What are the wishes of the commission?
Motion to approve all of them.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Do we have any staff comments?
Not at this time, but thank you.
No? Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Before we do that, before we adjourn, I just want to make a little announcement. I know Mike left, but his son plays basketball for St. Augustine, and he was recognized in the city and in the state for the very good player that he is. And so I just wanted to congratulate him on his son, who is state recognized as a basketball player.
Nice.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now, motion.
Ahora sí, motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
I'll just cut it off.
Aye.
Okay.